Hi guys! Welcome back! I'm so freaking excited. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I'll explain in a second. As you guys saw by the title, we'll be doing a bit of a chatty get ready with me, talking about the cruise that I went on, which I thought would be fun and fresh just to add a little bit about that. And then I also wanted to talk about obviously my absence and then as well as like where I see my channel going, at least for the next few months before the new year, and kind of go with that. Anyway, first, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. All right guys. All the products I was using are like from when I went on vacation. I actually packed them in my Lunar Beauty and L'Oreal Los Angeles like full fantasy collection bag. I love this bag so much. So it was like perfect. But these are all the products that I brought. I definitely only did my makeup like once in 1.5. Like I barely did my makeup the second time. So I really did not use a lot of these products, but we're just gonna, figure it out. Everything will be down below that I use. Like I said, I was actually on vacation for a week, so I knew I wasn't gonna post for that week. I was just like, it's fine. Like I didn't get any of the Wi-Fi packages, because if you guys don't know, on the cruise they have like cruise ship Wi-Fi, but that's really mainly so you can like communicate with people you're on the cruise with. So like, you can message each other back and forth, but it's not like, nothing really loads. Like it's not actual Wi-Fi. And so I think you can also pay maybe for like cruise like package, I don't know, through like your carrier, your like AT&T or whatever, that kind of thing. I think you could do that as well. Either way, I wasn't gonna do that. I was like, let's just take the week, whatever. So I didn't want to like upload or like film all these videos, like make sure they were ready to go, and then have them upload without me being able to like double check or like check on it the day it uploads to make sure everything went correctly. I've had trouble in the past. I'm sure if you guys, you've been here, like I've had trouble in the past with like videos cutting off at the end and like just different things. So I was like, I don't want to like have to worry about that. Even though I do want to upload for you guys, of course. And then I didn't want to have to like rush and like pre-film a bunch of videos and then have it like not work out. You know what I'm saying? So there was that. Then I did realize it, but I realized it too late that I film on Saturday and Sunday because I work throughout the week. And so on Saturday and Sunday, like, is when I've been filming at home. It's been easier there, but now we're back here. Like it's all been fine and dandy. I've been filming kind of wherever I can, and I've been enjoying it. I love that. And so anyway, I was like, oh crap, like I'm gonna have to film the videos the week before the week I leave for vacation. So 2 weeks in advance I would have had to film for last week. And I had made one video and I was like, well, if anything, like we can do one more on top of it, like sometime during the week we can like look at my collection, anything. Like I could have figured it out. But I just felt like, so I had filmed, the video that I had filmed was a pack with me. And I was just like, it's not the season for it, Marissa. I'm sure you guys would have watched and all that stuff, but it was like it was like a shop my stash basically to go on vacation. So it wasn't even really a pack with me. I just felt like, because I didn't pack, I just literally like shot my stash and put it in a basket. I just felt like it was, I don't know. It wasn't like my favorite. So I didn't want to basically post 2 half-butt videos, because the other one, whatever other one I would have figured out how to film, would have had to have been half-butt too, because it was rushed throughout the week, So anyway, I didn't want to post 2 half-butted videos. There you go. So then I was just like, you know what? I even had some videos from my book channel, and I was like, maybe not. I just didn't post at all last week. So for 2 weeks, I hadn't posted at all, either of my channels. Honestly, it was great, but I missed the crap out of this. I missed it so much, and I was like, there's an itch that needs to be scratched. And so it was refreshing coming back, sitting down filming. I love it here too because it's so cute. It's so like it just feels so good and complete, if you will, like just the vibe here as well as the vibe at home. Like everything is super chill, super fun. So I just thought it was fun. So I was just really excited to be back, basically. And I think we're gonna mix two foundations. We're gonna see how it goes because this is my pilot. But the Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer expires in October, and I'm gonna get rid of it when it expires because it's literally telling you, and so I don't want to push it with this one, especially because it has SPF in it. So, but I haven't used it up yet, which I would like to. So we're just gonna do a little bit of that, as well as some of my Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint. I've been obsessed with this. I'm sure the whole world has. I've heard the whole world has. How are these colors gonna look on my super, super tan skin? I got so tan, it was great. Anyway, all that just to be said, that's why I ended up being gone for 2 weeks. I honestly was surprised. One of you was like, oh, dang, I don't actually know her name, but her YouTube like handle is KALIX Red. REDD. And I know she's commented on my channel for like a few years now, or for a while now, I should say. But she was like, where the heck are you? And I'm like, I promise I'm coming back. I just didn't want, again, like I said, I just didn't want to put half butt videos up. I really did not. And so I was just like, let's just take the week, regroup, figure out what I want to do. And so that's what I did. I figured out what I want to do, like kind of where I want my channel to go, like my thoughts. You know, me and my mom were toying about keeping the space here and that kind of stuff, which we end up still, which we probably will for a while longer, because my mom has a job that might be remote, so she wants to keep like a workspace basically instead of literally working at the house, because you know how that goes, especially if you're someone who's like had to work at home before. You know that it's like, I took college courses online when like COVID hit, and it was just like, no. You know, you just like don't want to do work. So anyway, you get the idea, you get the thing. So if you guys don't know, the cruise line that I went on, I don't even know how you would know, because maybe I didn't, I don't know if I said it or not. I went on MSC Cruise line. I don't know if I love cruises, but I haven't considered myself a cruiser yet until they become like, you know, my thing. For now, I've gone on 3 now officially. My mom already has one booked for next year, so before, whatever. I've done quite a few, but most of them I haven't, like, this is the first one that was basically up to my and my friend's plan, but since I was the one who's gone on the cruises before, it was kind of like down to me. So I had to like, I was the adult. We were all like, you know, pretty great, but I had to be the previous cruiser adult, you know what I'm saying? So that was new for me, and so that's why I was like, I don't consider myself a cruiser yet until I've planned a bunch of cruises, you know what I mean, for myself, for my friends, whatever. So we just were sitting down one day and we're like, let's just go on a cruise. And so we were looking at them, and MSC is actually like the cheapest cruises. I think that's what they're pretty much known for, is just being super affordable. And I think we paid like $500, maybe not even. Our payments were split in like 200. It was like $400 something. It was super cheap for a 7-day cruise to Bermuda. A 7-night cruise? 7-day cruise, 6-night, whatever, for a cruise to Bermuda. That's insane. Like, you know, you get cruises like that for $600, you know, $800 sometimes. So $400 is amazing. And that, obviously, we didn't do any of the extra packages. Well, I didn't do like the drink packages. My friend did do the Wi-Fi package, but the Wi-Fi was crap the whole way. So honestly, I don't recommend, if you're gonna do MSC, I don't recommend getting the Wi-Fi, because like the whole time she had to go down to like the help center like 87 times. It was like at least once a day. It just was not working. So literally, don't get the Wi-Fi. But as far as the price goes, it was an amazing price. Now the boat, the Meraviglia, I don't know, that's the right one we rode on. That one actually is their newest ship, I believe. And so we like kind of looked, well, I did so much research. I like watched so many people's YouTube videos and that kind of thing, just to learn the way of the land, like the way of the boat, because all the cruise ships, they're similar, but they're different. So I've been on Norwegian and I've been on Carnival. and those were amazing. They were super fun, but they're a little bit more they're pricier. So I had to like kind of look. I was just like, what to expect. This is MSC has the most, in my opinion, the most mixed reviews. From what I've seen, is that a lot of the time there's so many people that just don't like it, or they say like, you know, it's a little bit cheaper. Obviously the price is cheaper. You're getting what you paid for with MSC, in my humble opinion. So there were so many, like, people were like, oh, like, you know, they were just little things, you know what I mean? Like, and I can't even think of an example that's not like my personal experience, because they were all like basically my personal experience. So I'll just like kind of walk you through. We like, of my experience. So we booked our cruise, whatever. We did split our payments in two. They were like, they sent us emails, like so many emails saying like, do you want to upgrade? We're like, no, like it's fine. We want to keep it cheap. So we were fine, whatever. It was chill. Like 2 months before we were leaving, maybe like a month and a half before we were leaving, we got a text like, if you're boarding tomorrow, like, or sorry, tomorrow, important reminder, you're boarding tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. Your boat leaves at blah, 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 like whatever it was. And we're like, what? Like, we're not leaving until like September, and this was like, I don't know, July. And we're like, what the heck? So then they get like another message that says like, sorry if you received that message, like that wasn't for you. Like, and then they wrote important, and then they forgot the like I, so it was just like important, which is not that serious, but it's like when you're a cruise company, okay? This is a cruise we're talking about. This is not like, you know, a little yard sale. It's not something small and like, no, it's a cruise, okay? And this is going out to thousands of people. So you're gonna spell word. It was like already like, oh my gosh, guys. And my friend reminded us, she was like, when we were looking, remember like things were like, everything was kind of like, looked like a little, we saw reviews, I guess, before we booked it, which I don't remember doing. So I don't remember, but apparently we saw reviews before, and we remember that it was kind of like, so it was fine. It's not that serious, but it did, like, I was like, you could tell it's the cheaper cruise. So we like get there the day, so eventually whatever, so we figure it out, whatever. It made me so mad. I knew from the other two cruises that both of the two cruises I went on had white out, like nights, days, whatever it was. And so I had told my friends, I was like, bring a white out outfit, because I know that the other two cruises did it. And then in my head, I was just kind of like, even if they don't do it, like we can have our own like white out, you know, night, and it'll be fun and fresh. So it was fine. But we were looking for like the luggage weight and stuff, like if it mattered, like the luggage. And finally we found this little thing. It was like in the bottom, like the description of something. It was so nonsensical. And it said like, oh, we're gonna have like a 70s night, a whiteout, like bring all this stuff, whatever. And this is what you need to bring. And I'm like, why didn't you send that in like an email? You know, like an email would have been nice, saying, even if they didn't want. So what they did was they, each day on the boat, they opened up the next day's itinerary. So you couldn't even see the full week's itinerary when you got on the cruise. It was day by day. You could only see the next day, but it was at like 11 a.m. Like, I'm sorry, 11 p.m. You could only see the next. It was something insane like that. So it was so annoying. But I'm like, even if you didn't want to send us the whole itinerary, you could have sent us like the special days in a specific email, you know, like not making me go out of my way to go search for it. Like, that was so annoying. Anyway, we had no, because I was like, luckily we stumbled upon it. And then when the whiteout night came, 50% of the boat was not wearing white. I'm like, probably because they didn't know, guys. Hello. Anyway, so not that big a deal, but like it was a little bit annoying. So just know that if you're gonna, the communication is not the best from MSC. But again, I specify the price is like super, if you just want to get out the country, if you just need a way of transportation to get out of the country for a little bit, to get out of your world for a little bit, your life, whatever, it's super cheap and affordable in that sense, and you'll get there basically. So it's not bad communication where like you won't be able to get there, but it's like bad communication where if you're trying to enjoy like the cruise, some of those little things are like annoying. So we get there that day. We like bring our tickets, whatever. I use my birth certificate and my ID, which you can, I believe, when you're going to Bermuda. I don't know about Bahamas. I feel like Bahamas said you needed a passport or something like that. But I need to get my passport anyway, just because it's easier. So Yes, but just so you know, my cruise, MSC Meraviglia to Bermuda, 7 days. I used my ID and my birth certificate, and it got me through. I was nervous about that, but it did. And so I had called before to make sure, but like even talking to the lady on, she just didn't seem too sure. She seemed sure, but she seemed like a little bit like her customer service was not the best, and so it was like, I hope you're right, lady. So anyway, but I did make it. So we got on there, whatever, and we're sitting and waiting to like board. We sat there probably for like 30-40 minutes, like a long time, just sitting there with like no information. So they were like announcing like the numbers, like your group basically over the speaker, and like I guess I don't know if it was like, you know, if you paid more, like whatever, the special rooms or whatever got to board for, I don't know how they did it, but like they grouped people up, and then like started calling numbers or whatever out the thing. And then I guess there was like general boarding, was it called? And that's what me and my friends were in. So we're there for mad long, just like sitting there, like, I don't know what's happening. But like some guy was like, oh, that means you're general boarding, like just sit and wait. But you couldn't hear the loudspeaker. So we're like, like, what did that say? So everywhere you can hear people, they're like, what did that say? Can someone tell me what number we're on? Blah, blah, blah. No one had any idea. I'm like, can you put up, I wrote that in like there. The like little review I did that they like send you, and I was like, if you could just like put like a screen or something and then put the numbers up on there, that would be like so much better, because obviously then we could see, because we can't hear. People are excited, you know, to get on this cruise. Of course people are talking, I don't even blame them. My friends were talking the whole time too, but it's still like they should have just put a screen or something, or had people around who knew what number we're on, but they didn't. They only had 2 like workers, and everyone's asking them questions, and then the workers are getting irritated, and I'm like, why are you irritated? Like, we don't know what's happening. We want to make sure we're getting on this boat and we're doing the right thing, and you're getting irritated. But like, I understand why you're getting irritated because your people didn't help you. The workers did not help you out here. So I get it, but like also I didn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? So that was a big thing that like really made my one friend mad. Like she was really like irritated about it. For me, I was like, it's like kind of okay once we figured it out, but I was like, it is annoying being a first time cruiser and like kind of being like, okay, what's happening? You know what I mean? Because I don't even remember ever doing that on my other cruises either, like sitting there waiting for that long. What I also noticed though is that the cruise had just docked and like let all the people off. So people were leaving as we were going on, which again is chaos. Like they should have given a longer time frame in between, but they didn't. So it's like they leave right after, literally, like I think we docked at like 6 a.m. maybe. We had to be out of our rooms by 7:30 so they could start cleaning. Then we left our boat by like 9 o'clock, and I know that when we boarded at like 11 when we were leaving. So I'm like, they like really cutting it close, getting everyone out by like 10:30, and then like boarding out. I can understand where the chaos is, but like it's their fault. They needed to control the chaos. But once you got on, it was lit, it was fun. The boat is pretty big, but like it's gorgeous. Everything is just stunning. And there's not a lot of stuff to do as far as like activities go. That's not true. There are a bunch, but like you have to pay extra for them, which again, on my like, I don't want to keep comparing, but I just want to give you guys as much information as possible. On my other cruises, there was a bunch of stuff to do that was like free, so like included with what you paid. So obviously that just is based on how much you paid in general, and then, you know what I mean? Like, so obviously I only paid like $400 for the cruise. Of course, they're going to charge me more for the extra stuff versus like another cruise that's $800. They're going to give me more included. But we also did, the cards they give you, it has a restaurant on it, and then it gives you like a time that you go every night. Everything on MSC was in military time. Enlighten me, por favor. Why? Why? Whatever, but it was, and that was like so interesting. We're like, huh? But we made it. I'm back, so nothing went wrong, but like that was so interesting. So just don't get super confused that it is in military time. But I don't even know what else. When we got on, I did notice this was disgusting. I did notice like some of the sheets, like the bed looked a little bit like worn still, like the sheets, the comforter like looked a little bit like used, like so there were like little like fuzzy hairs on it, and I was like, that's disgusting. So it looked like, I'm gonna be honest, it looked like someone, like they just like kind of made the bed instead of like redoing the sheets. My friend wasn't as grossed out as I was. I was like, ugh. So I slept like with my towel on my towel. I was like, I'm not touching that. And the whole week, they just kind of came in and like made the bed, because there was one specific like stain on the bed that I had saw the first day, and then I like every time they made the bed I was like, oh, it's still there, it's still there. Well, then the last day before we like left, so the night before, I went to bed and they changed the thing, and I was like, oh, they changed the comforter because the stain wasn't there, and I looked all over, and so my disgusting guess is that they change it, like they try to get ahead of the game, basically change it the night, so then they let someone sleep in it and then leave it there for the next week. I know it's disgusting, but I'm assuming that that's why it's like was used, because someone probably slept in it that night and then they tried to give it to us. And I'm like, I'm sure you could ask for like more sheets and stuff like that, but my friend wasn't as grossed out as I was, and I also was like, I'm not sleeping on it, so I don't care. I was just like, ugh. And then I was like, next time, like me and my friends, I doubt like I'll go on another MSC cruise. I don't know. It's hard because we met so many fun people that I'm like, I want to go back for you. I'll tell you about that in a second. But anyway, I may or may not, you know, go with MSC again. But if I did, I would bring my own like sheet and like a little blanket to sleep with. Because you can control the temperature in there too. So I'm like, if I don't need a blanket, I don't need a blanket. You know what I'm saying? So that was figured out. But it was a little bit disgusting. Just heads up, I'm gonna be honest. Other than that, our room was like small. It had a queen, like a big bed, maybe like a king bed, and then a bunk bed, so it was 3 of us. So we all stayed in the same room. It was small, there were no windows in our room, but like we didn't care. And I like, my friends even said, they were like, when you said we don't spend time in our room, I thought you were kidding. And I was like, no, I'm telling you, like you do stuff all day long. You only sleep in your room. You like change and sleep, and that's it. And so I'm like it doesn't matter, like you don't need to pay this expensive thing because you really don't spend time in your room. And so we didn't have like a balcony or anything. Like this was like, why pay an extra couple $100s to literally look at a balcony for 2 seconds when I could just walk up the deck? You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on your budget, of course. But I was just like, yeah, no. So everything else was pretty okay. The only other thing that I noticed was a little bit like, when we went to the buffet was fine. It's literally like a normal buffet, so it's what you expect, at least in my opinion. It's what I expected. It's like pizza, fries, like all the, you know, normal stuff. They have like some pasta sometimes. They have like, I think it was like, not vegetarian, I think it was like vegan options. I don't know. They had like, I felt like a bunch of stuff. They had like some healthier choices as well. Like I feel like they had a lot of options, but it's like a basic buffet, so it's not going to be anything special. If you want the special stuff, they do have the specialty restaurant that you're allowed for dinner. And then they also have the specialty, like places. So there was like sushi, there was like fancy restaurants that you paid for, but like you could just go if you wanted something different. There was like a coffee shop that was super cute. We were there like all the time because it was so cute. You could buy like little fun things, cute coffees. So we did that. So anyway, my point is that you don't have to go to the buffet, but like if you wanted to, it was like your basic stuff, so it was fine. But like it seems kind of like they would like just, I don't know, they need new dishwashers is what I'm trying to say. It just seemed like they like threw the dishes like in the dishwasher and we're kind of just like, whatever happens. Do I think that every single cruise line goes through and checks every single cup? No, but I think they might have better dishwashers where you're not picking up like the first 3 cups you pick up are like not full of stuff. And so it's like, I don't know what's the problem here, but like there was stuff in the cups. And it was really gross, actually. My friend was like, I'm not even drinking from cups anymore. So we would put water in like the mugs, because like the mugs would come out hot, and we're like, oh, those are clean. And so it was just funny. It just depends on like, again, you as a person, you get what you paid for, I'm gonna be honest. But sometimes it's a deal breaker, you know. For some people it's a deal breaker. For me and my friends, we were kind of just like, yeah, if we just like, you know, if we ever did it again, we would just keep those things in mind, like make sure we brought a water bottle, which I should have done, but it's like, in your head you're like, there's gonna be water, but the water bottles to buy them were like freaking $5 for the small bottles and like $8 for like the big bottles. And so it was a lot of dollars. It was like, did I spend my whole budget on water? And so it was like, kind of bring your own water bottle, although you can fill it up with like the water on the boat, but I've heard that that's not even good for you either. So it was honestly like, maybe we just like I don't even know, just don't drink water. Just kidding. But like maybe, I don't know, bring a water bottle, but like what's the word, I don't even know, I don't know, make sure it's full, or bring a few full water bottles. I really don't know, but we're like, we had things in mind, because even at the end of the day too, it was like, even if I have to drink the water that they like in the like thingy, the pushy thingy, I'd rather do that than drink water out of those dirty cups, you know what I mean? So like, bring a water bottle. I don't think there was much else. When we docked in Bermuda, it was great. We were there for 2.5 days. So we went to the beach, which was gorgeous. That was super fun. It's so easy to like go out to the beach and come back. Bring your ID and your cruise card. Just so you know, they won't let you back on. Well, they will let you back on if you don't have your ID, but they won't let you back on if you don't have your cruise card. So make sure you have a cruise card, but you need your ID so that they could check your cruise card to your ID to your face, blah blah blah. Even though they take your picture. It was so stupid, but just make sure. I'm pretty sure that's across the board on all cruises, but I didn't remember that. I don't know. But just keep in mind, they didn't explain stuff too well. There was a time change that we didn't even know about until our server like kind of told us, and we're like, oh, thank you for like being the only one who told us this, because like if we didn't come to dinner that night, we wouldn't have known. We would have been like working an hour, I think, behind or something like that. We would have been working an hour off schedule, and because no one was gonna tell us. So keep that in mind too. There are time changes. The way back, our server forgot to tell us, which is, I don't think it's his responsibility at all. Someone else should have told us, but nobody told us. And so on the way back, we were like, we wanted to take this class, and I was like, why is no one here? Like, no one's here at this class. Apparently we were there an hour early, so we waited there for like an hour, and then we took the freaking class, which the class was so much fun. They had a bunch of dance classes, which were super super freaking fun. Me and my friend were all over those. Yes, we were there for an hour. It was so annoying, and I was like, what the heck? But that's because no one wanted to tell us that there was a time change. So again, keep that in mind. The last thing I just wanted to touch on was just like the friends we made like on the boat. We made so many friends. Everybody was just so friendly. And one of the manager of the restaurant that we went to, he kind of just said, he was like, we love when people love to be on the cruise. And I'm like, to love to be here. And I'm like, he's like, some people come in and they're so bitter and sour for no reason. And he was like, we all love when like people love to be here. And obviously that means like me and my friends were very like vocal about our love to be there. We were so excited. We were laughing every dinner. Our dinner was at 9:30 at night, and we were like, there's no way we're gonna do this every night. And sure enough, we were there every freaking night. Our server was the best. He had like an assistant server, and he was so great too. We laughed and we laughed and we laughed. We cried of laughter. It was the best. We had such a good time that they invited us to their secret party. They had a party for the staff. Am I allowed to tell you this? Well, I'll just tell you, they invited us to a secret party, and it was fun and freaking fresh. So that was exciting. I'm like, that says a lot about like, you know, just the people that they get. If they were so easily like, oh my gosh, we love you, like, come party. Like, they must get really bad people, like really stingy, sour people. And so we knew like going in there, like me and my friends are never like that. We're never like bougie people, you know. We're not like, get me this and we're not like that in general. But you know, obviously we were like, we're here to have a good time, so we're gonna have a good time. So even in the 9:30 dinner, we like made sure to have a good time, and we done did. We had an amazing week, and like, it was just so much fun. Of course, there are little things that were like annoying. It was like, come on. But like, again, like if you're ever on a budget, I think it's worth it. If you just need to go somewhere, like the whole beach, like if I rode the cruise just to go to the beach in Bermuda, it would be worth it because it was so nice there. The beach is so gorgeous, and you could spend the entire day there. I literally was like, I wanted to make sure, like, I thought there was like a time you had to be back to the boat by for the night, but no, they like stay out there all freaking night. And so, which I didn't know, but they stay there all night, and then they, like to scan you back in, and then I had asked and I was like, when do we have to like be back? He was like, you can come back like on Friday, which was the day we were leaving. And it was like, so I'm like, I'm wondering people like stayed out there literally, you know, paid to sleep somewhere else. I don't know. Bermuda's mad expensive though, if you haven't heard. So like, I doubt, I mean, I'd be shocked if people like paid to stay there, but like you never know. But people were probably out in all hours of the night. We didn't get back the one night until like 3 a.m. Like, so it's cool. Anyway, well, we came back earlier in the day, but then we left again at like 11, and then we stayed out until like 3 a.m. But like, it's not this serious. But anyway, it was fun and fresh. So you could do whatever you want. If that's all you want to do, is like perfect. It's a perfect way to get there because you don't need to pay all this money to get there. If you want to pay just to stay on the boat, you can as well. Like some people don't get off the boat in Bermuda. They just go for the cruise, which there's pools, free food. Well, free food. Well, you paid for the cruise, but you know what I mean. But like there's hot tubs, there's pools, there's theater shows. We went to a show every single night. It was so good. I think we missed one. It was like a comedy show, which we were all like, because you never know with comedy, you know? And I have yeah, I have a hard time with comedy, but like, so we were all like, So we were like, we could go, but like, we don't have to go. But they had like musical, well, not musical, but they sang. It was singing and dancing. There was no acting though, which was so much freaking fun. Those were amazing. Those are also always my favorite on the cruises. So that was fun to like, you know, continue that. And honestly, yeah, that was basically that experience. It was so much fun. I wouldn't change it for the world, even if, you know, those little things that were like, yeah, no. But other than that, you know, it was like, whatever. You know, you just, again, I would just take a few more items with me, and then my experience would have been perfect, you know? So it would be fine. And then once you kind of do it once, you kind of know what to expect. So there's that. Anyway, any questions, let me know down below. There are so many videos. People have posted like tours of the boats, like so many videos if you want to know more before you cruise with them. So freaking many videos. They were so helpful for me. And then I was able to like, you know, be like, okay, well, I saw this, so let's try that. You know what I mean? Like, it was good. Changing gears a little bit. I was thinking about this because obviously when I took the 2 weeks off, I was kind of like, what do I want to do? I obviously want eventually to just do YouTube for, you know, a living, and that would be like ideal, like perfect world. It's probably not going to happen for a lot of years. I've been doing it for close to 4 years probably at this point, and maybe even over, I don't even know. And obviously barely at 2,000 subscribers, which I'm so thankful for 2,000 subscribers. I don't care. But even just that mentality was like starting to get the best of me. And before I left, I kind of had this change in thinking where I was like, step back. I'm going to post twice a week, which I'm going to continue to post twice a week, Mondays and Fridays, and kind of just like post to have fun, because it's not bringing me any money. So there's really no point in like sitting here. Wow. There's really no point in sitting here trying to like figure out how I'm going to get, you know, if I post this video, like, will people like this more, like, watch this more, like, you know what I mean? There's no point in trying to, like, think of the analytics of all of this when it just needs to be fun. Like, I'm not making money either way, so, like, why am I stressing myself out? No, we're just gonna post what I want to post, what you guys want to see. Like, I just want to chill and just be, like, a very, chill and fun space, which I know a lot of you, so many of you have just been like, you know, you're so much fun, like, I love your personality, and that's what I want. And I felt like for a little bit I was kind of checking off the, okay, filmed, uploaded, edit, like checking off this, like, it was like this, not routine, but like this obligation, and I'm like, stop it, Marissa, this is fun and fresh and you enjoy this, and I do enjoy it so much. And like, so I was like, even if like, you know, there was no potential to make money, I would still be doing this for however long, because it just brings me so much joy. And so I'm like, why am I sitting here trying to figure it out? Like, you know, just let it happen, like, let go and let God, genuinely. And so I'm working on that, and so that's what kind of was like, okay, 2 weeks, we're done, like, we're gonna pause, and then we're back and we're better, and we're just gonna have a bunch of fun. And so I'm so excited. I have so many fun videos. Like, even just tomorrow, I'm excited for what we film. I'll post on Friday, and then next week I have some packages on the way to me, which I'm so excited about that. Just things that just made me excited. And so that was what I was focusing on, just having fun, you know, just having a good time with you, all of us having a good time together. Do I want to wear eyeshadow? We might want to wear a little bit, but I freaking brought the Mike Wazowski palette. I love this. Oh my gosh. Sully's like Marissa. This is the Rookies of the Year palette. Sorry. I'm just going to mix the same 2 colors that I use every time I use this palette, which is Scare Student and Best Friends. I also did use Big Monster the one night, and it's actually super cute. So we're just going to mix the neutral shades, though, for right now. I'm just excited. I just want to, you know, do makeup. I used to do 3 looks like all the time. I haven't had any time to do them. So I want to do those again. It'll probably end up being like 2 looks, but like still. I still want to do those again. Just so much I want to do. And I just want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I just want to have fun. I think there was something else. Oh, that was the other thing. So I was just, you know, I get so... Like, my student loans are back, if you guys don't know. So I have to pay those. I don't pay a lot a month, but I also don't make a lot a month. I don't even make $15 an hour, so I know it's obscene. Everyone's like, girl, what are you doing? I know. I don't know what I'm doing. We all don't know what we're doing. It's just the horror of working with children. You don't get paid any dollars, and you're literally raising children. So it's so stupid, but... Anyway, there's that life. So anyway, I have to like really, what is the word? I have to really like not cut things out. I just have to really make sure, like budget specifically, but down to like the T, like the cent. Like I really need to just spend this amount of money on makeup, this amount of money on books, you know, like this amount, like I really need to do that, on food and that kind of stuff. And then I'll have money left over so I can save, so I can get a house, like so many things I want to do that I'm like, for some reason, I just, you know, think it's gonna happen by me doing nothing and spending all my money. So that's not gonna happen. So I need to like get down to the nitty gritty, which I've tried. Again, you've seen me on the journey of trying to go on no buys and that kind of stuff, which I'm not gonna go on a no buy. But I definitely am gonna watch my purchases a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm kind of proud of myself. I've been proud of myself every time I like go into like or make a purchase online. It's just one thing. I'm so proud of myself. So there are a couple of packages that are on the way to me, but like it's like I don't want to tell you because it's a fun surprise. But I just got like, you know, some fun stuff. I'll tell you from Sephora so you can guess what came to me and what I ordered. But I just mean like I don't want to buy like I just bought like I just want to buy like singular things. So I'm not buying full collections or like a bunch of stuff because I need to like save as much money as possible basically. And so there wasn't really much to that, but like there will be new releases on my channel. It just won't be as many as in the past, and it just won't be like, you know, every new release. So definitely like comment on my videos, comment to me, anything. You can message me on Instagram, anything you want. Let me know what you want to see me review because I have to be very particular with it. And so I always try to get like mini samples or like gifts of purchases when I make orders so that I can show you guys the fun stuff still without purchasing like a $50 foundation every day and a concealer and you could whatever. So just know that. I also might be doing another declutter soon, just because I want to like kind of refine. Like I want to clear up some space, and not clear up some space. I just want to get my collection down a little bit smaller. I also posted a bunch of the stuff from my last declutter finally on my Mercari. So it's always down below if you guys want to check some stuff out. I always think about it this way. I know people are always like, people who sell stuff, they're like very snotty about it. Like I spent this amount, so I want to get this money back. Honestly, right now, I already spent the money. You're doing me a favor by buying it because I already spent the money. So, that being said, if there's anything I will accept any freaking offer whatever the heck you want. I just need to get rid of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to throw it. I don't want to waste it. So, again, you're doing me a favor. So, just offer whatever you want and it's yours. I was like, whatever. Like, it's not this game that I want to play. Like, let's go back and forth to see how low we can get. No, just offer whatever you like and we'll figure it out. I also will be doing another declutter, like I said, probably just to get like my collection down a little bit smaller. I have 2, like, they're Alex Drawer dupes. I think one is an Alex Drawer, but like the half one. The other one is the Alex Drawer dupe from Michaels. And I kind of hate them. Just because they're so annoying. So I'm like, I gotta figure something else out. But right now I'm like, I don't want to buy like a new organizer or anything like that. But I don't know what I want to do. I think I want to move it all in one organizer. Anyway, I just want to make sure my collection's small enough if I need to move it or do whatever I want, buy something else, whatever it is. I have the space for it. Or it's not as hard as it should be, you know, if I want it to be. I don't even know what I just said. I just don't want it to be too hard if I have so many products, you know what I'm saying? So, wow, that was a lot of Englishing. That did not English. Okay, let's see. I also have been thinking about this a lot too, because I used to, honestly, some of my best videos, if you ever, I don't know what you guys see on, like, as far as my channel goes, like, you know, if like my old videos pop up at all, but like, some of my best viewed videos, I'm not even joking. I think my Misha video, I did a video with the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream a million years ago. Hold on. Has 14K views for no reason. This video was posted 4 years ago. It's horrible quality. I'm like, seriously guys, of all the videos, but like, I know you guys loved that product and wanted to see it. And so it was one product. It wasn't a full face of new makeup or anything like that. It was one product, one review, one wear test. That was that. And so I'm like, okay, I need to go back to that as well, because I loved, not because of the views, but just because I loved doing those, and those were so much fun. But I felt like I was getting so lost in the views that I was like, oh, you guys will see, like, in the moment, you guys will watch a new makeup video versus a singular product in the moment. Like, so in the week to follow, I would get more views in a full face of new makeup versus a one product. But in the long run, the one product was going everywhere, whereas the full face is like, after you see it, you're like, whatever. So I definitely want to go back to that and kind of just do that again, because I'm like, I don't need to do like a full face of new makeup or anything like that. You know, sometimes it is just like you get, so all these products accumulate and you're like, okay, I bought this, so now I need to, like, you know, use them in a video, and that's fine. But like, I don't want to be buying products just to use all together. Like, I'll just use one product if I only have one product. I do think speed reviews might be fun soon, because I have so many new products. Like, this is new. Technically, this is new. The Lunar Beauty Powder is new, like the Maybelline, like all these products, so many new products that I've used in videos recently, after I just said I shouldn't, but that are so good that I'm like, I haven't talked to you about. So we need to do that. I don't even know what I want to wear on my lips right now. Okay, we're gonna do it. This is the Rare Beauty Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Honesty. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway. I've been doing a daily, like, devotional, which I should just bring with me so I can read it with you guys when I film, but, it's been talking so much about joy, and I love it because it's so hard. It's so easy to lose joy in this time, and you don't even notice it. And I love those little, like, if you guys see on Instagram, they're like the little frogs. They're like, you know, like, relax your forehead, like, relax your shoulders, unclench your butt cheeks. Like, it's just funny stuff like that, like, just relax. And I just think it's so, that's the first thing to go. That's the first thing that the devil tries to steal, is your joy. And I think it is so important just to make sure that's the one thing you hold true to. Of course, we need our faith, and we need our, just so many things we need. But, like, joy is the first thing that will get taken from you. And that's the one thing that will make everything else crumble. And so it's like, hold on to your joy. The scripture I found for today is, ask and you will receive, that your joy may be full. It's John 6:24. And so it's just like, pray for joy. Like, they always say, like, you know, joy comes in the morning, and it's true. You get a full reset every day. Like, the day before does not have to carry into the day to follow. So just, you know, choose joy is the thing. It's like, everything else will, of course, everything's hard, life is hard, but everything else kind of follows as you choose joy, and you choose to be positive, and you choose to be happy. And that's what I really want this channel to be, is a beacon of light, of joy, of hope, like all these things, just to prove, like, joy really is the root of so much. And so I digress. Let me know if you have any questions. Did you guys enjoy this video? I know it's long, but, like, you know, it's fine. It's chill. It's fresh. It's fresh. Yes. all my products will be down below that I'm wearing, and I will see you on Friday. I'm actually so excited. This is gonna be a good week of videos. I mean, we're gonna have a good time of videos for the rest of my life. Okay, how about that? Bye, guys.